Okay.
All you, Anthony.
Hold on, my dog is growling.
Our local bookkeeper and note taker.
Um, Laborin pulled Darius into a vision to talk to him. And then he's starting to look a little more androgynous. And then was getting mad that Darius was trying not to use him. And then Laborin said he was just trying to help. And then Darius said that he would prefer to have the trust with us than with him. Uh, I just saw my little bitch's shifty note.
We spent a week in Singorn, getting
Yeah, but that's
ready,
whatever.
re-preparing ourselves, trying to figure out what to do next.
And then
And then
Purry tried to suggest a plotline to us, and we denied it. And then, and then Darius essentially broke up with Laborin, and Laborin ripped out all of his happy fun time memories,
all his
and all he
childhood
remembers
memories
now is the party.
from
But he
when they
can't
started
remember
adventuring.
anything regarding Laborin or anything, and Darius just thinks
His
he's the
past.
worst person.
Oh yeah, super depressed.
That's pretty accurate.
There was a little more that I wrote down, but it was mostly just conversation between Darius and Laborin.
I believe that was it. I think we stayed in Singorn the entire session.
It's a very RP and shopping episode.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. So yeah, I believe it was ended with Elin and the party around Darius telling him everything would be okay.
Yeah, and we're possibly gonna bring him to Joran Village to see if we can knock some memories loose.
We were thinking of we were going to do like a temple.
And a
Oh,
temple run, yeah.
Yes, and just see if we can get some kind of knowledge or whatever from someone smarter than us.
Because greater restoration didn't work, or
Exactly.
yeah, okay.
But I said I was going to the Wild Mother's temple. We divided up.
Yeah. You were going to Wild Mother, I was going to Arkart, Marcus was going to Tyr.
Yep.
Are you guys staying with Darius in the meantime, or
I'll stick with him and make sure he doesn't do anything.
do we bring him around on the temple run and see if they want to like examine him?
God, I have no idea.
Up to him. Darius, how do you feel about that?
Honestly, I don't know. Well, whatever you guys think would help.
If I were some kind of medic professional, which I happen to be, I think it might be good to actually see the person I'm like. But maybe we can just do a consulting, and then go back if it sounds like they are reasonable. So we don't drag him around half of Singorn in this state.
Sure.
Okay, sure. Adric, do you keep an eye on him?
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him.
Okay. I gear up and leave.
Right, so I'm not ignoring you. My new method of note taking is on this laptop. So if I'm not talking, I'm typing in.
are we doing?
Purry is taking notes.
You're going to
Okie dokie.
hang out with Adric.
Yeah, it's buddy time.
Okie dokie.
So you're going to different temples.
See.
Okay, so make me investigation checks.
Oh boy.
Yay!
Okay, so Helen, you are looking for.
The temple to the Wild Mother. I think we've been past it.
Chances are you have, yes. It's a pretty prominent one. And Ian is looking for.
Arkart. Which I think is also a common one among elves.
And Marcus is looking for Tyr. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're having a hard time, Marcus. It's you assume partially because of the god is not. It's not one of the, there are several main deities within the continent of Tal'Dorei. Tyr is one of the lesser known ones. It's known more on a different continent. So you're going around, yeah, with your expert eye, you don't manage to find any particular big one. You find this basically like a small, it's like a small fighting house that support Tyr, and inside you're basically just finding like people like yourself that adventure in the name of Tyr, try and help out in the name of Tyr. But it's not like you're not finding any holy clerics there that are imparting ultimate wisdom.
I see.
Keen, you are looking for Arkart, which I mean, pretty obvious, pretty prominent here. Healing much like you, Wild Mother. Keen, you find when you go in that you are currently have sort of inquired into a higher level, more powerful supporter of the Arkart, and the clerk has gone off and told you that you'll be meeting with Soren Lamen and Helen. You quite easily find the Grand Temple to the Wild Mother, and you are told again, likewise, a cleric, a clerk tells you to wait nearby as they're going to go and fetch Carol Linsmouth.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Keen, as you're waiting, you can start to hear this heavy thunking coming from sort of around the corner, and you see this 8-foot dragonborn blue, who is wearing very heavy armor. Looks to be sort of in the paladin range of things. He comes on over. Hello.
Are you Soren?
I am.
Right, okay, I was just wondering if you or anyone else here was possibly strong enough to restore memories taken away by a dark patron?
I can certainly try.
We will give you fair warning. Greater Restoration has done nothing.
Well, I can always try. If you come with me, I can settle you down in a comforting room and inspect your
no.
mind.
It's not me. It's a friend of mine. My memory's totally fine.
Right. I suppose I'll just wait around.
Well, I mean, he's like catatonic right now. We didn't want to drag him around the whole city until we found someone that might be able to do something.
I can't promise I can do anything, but I can have a look.
Okay, I'll bring him by in like an hour or so.
Sure. It's fine.
Thank you. Really tall.
Yeah, he is like looking
He's
over.
a whole 5 feet above me.
Like double your size, quite
Almost
literally.
triple.
Yeah, he turns around, so you can hear him clunk, 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 clunk away.
What color was he?
He was a blue dragonborn,
Blue. Okay.
much like Strong.
Oh yeah. I miss Strong. Strong and Amity.
That is correct.
Wonder what they're doing.
And you go find out. I'm sure I can knock something out quickly. And yeah, healing. As you're sort of waiting about, you're offered tea and water.
It's nice.
And you see this very regal-looking lady. Looks to be elven. Not as haughty or sort of clothing-wise. She looks quite like the others, but sort of facial features-wise, are a little bit more. You know you know how to distinguish between a high and a wood elf, and this is definitely a wood elf.
Yeah.
And she sort of gracefully makes her way over to you in like almost not skipping, but quite eagerly walks over to you. My child, how may I help?
Hi. I've come to ask for aid with a friend who has been. He's been through a very traumatic event, and it seems like his memories have been taken from him.
I see. Well, I can fix general memory changes, and curses I can fix as well.
Yeah, I think this is a bit more higher. I have some capabilities too. Greater Restoration didn't work.
I see. Well, I can't promise I can fix him, but I can certainly take a look and give you ideas on where to look for further treatment. Maybe I can help him myself.
Yeah, that sounds lovely. We'll be by with him.
Okay, make sure you just ask by name.
And your name was?
Carol.
Yeah, thank you so much.
He nods.
I go back.
You can hear her as you're walking away say, make sure you prepare a room. Seems like she's getting ready. Okay.
Perfect.
As they're while they're off doing their thing, Darius wants to look over at Adric.
Oh, Darius.
Adric. I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm sorry.
What? Be quite frank here, Darius, I have no idea either. And for that matter, it doesn't mean a thing to me. I can only hope that everybody can help find a way to help you feel better. But in the meantime, I honestly don't know what to do with you.
I don't
Want to
know.
do anything?
Not really. I've put all of you through more trouble than needed over the past couple of weeks, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm at a bit of a loss. And I know I didn't do anything to hurt you. I guess, in a sense, lost trust with everyone in the party. For the things I've chosen to do. And the people I chose to side with. I'm sorry.
I have very little things to say in terms of words. My words are always fairly funky, and I'm not really much of a speaker myself, but just know that what has happened, and I feel as though people are more concerned about what's going on right now. Don't harbor guilt for things that's already happened. At least until we can sort this out. And you can try and make up for it. Just relax. Be back. They'll hopefully have something in store for you.
But you do think it can be fixed?
It should be. Maybe.
Well, I mean, the trust with everyone. Do you think that that's something that can be fixed?
He scratches his head. That's a tougher question. Trust. Let's just say trust isn't something to be repaired, but rather to be earned. And if it comes down to it, with what you've done before, at least for a few of us, you have a lot of earning to do.
He just nods his head and looks down into his hands again.
Good pep talk.
Yep. Yeah,
There's
that's
not much you can do about that now, so get some rest.
I suppose. And he just waits.
Okay.
Cedric's just gonna make small talk. Ask if he has a book to read or something.
Takes roughly an hour before they come back.
You'll just hear like the tavern door slam open and just Darius, we only got like half an hour. We gotta go right now. Real big scary dragonborn might get mad. Come on, let's go.
He just turns around and looks really confused at Kian.
So what did they say to you, Kian?
I may have given myself a obscure time limit, so walk and talk.
Okay, but are we going to both? We're taking him to your place
We're going
first.
to mine first.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. He gets up and starts to follow behind Kian.
Okay. So you rush over. This time you're heading directly there, so it's a little bit shorter. And yeah, you get there in time. Time to spare. Okay. Yes, with time to spare, and you enter in. He isn't there currently. But the cleric sees you and it beckons you into the chamber. Are you all piling in?
Yeah, I'm following at least.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll stay outside because many people. Religious talk.
It's like it's not a huge room. You guys aren't packed in, but you're close enough. Well, it would be awkward if you guys didn't know each other, which some of you don't. But
He still knows us. He doesn't know his family.
well, I meant more the new
sure,
members
all.
that have just joined in.
Marcus.
Yeah, I'll probably like wait outside the door.
Okay.
Then.
Yeah, and then you hear doof doof doof. Adric, you look up. This towering dragonborn walks past. Looks like he looks like he's equipped to go to battle right now. And he comes into the room, squeezing past all of you. His large sort of body, in comparison to all of you trying to get through. Right, which one is it?
It's a sad one over here.
Has to pull off one of his gauntlets. Pulls off and then pulls off the other one. Puts them aside and walks over to him. How long have you had this affliction?
A day, I suppose.
Well, that's good news.
2 days, maybe. I don't know.
You may want to hold him still. Some people have interest reactions to my magics.
Wait. What
All
kind
right.
of reactions? Darius looks a little apprehensive now.
I'm just gonna take a rope and wrap it around his arms so that I can like hold them both together.
Wait, what are you
Can
doing?
Can I hear what's going on from the door? Is the door open?
Yeah,
or is it shut?
he's got a pretty loud voice.
Just relax, Darius. It'll be alright. Healer, please help me.
I do.
So his massive hands come around your head. He's got these 2 thumbs on your forehead, and then like the rest of his hands are like around the side of your head. And it encompasses the entirety of your head. And he starts
Do
to
you recognize what he's doing?
Not really, no.
Does it look like a solid medical practitioner?
It
Like,
doesn't look
He's
medical,
going
no.
to crush his head in between his hands. That's
It's
his
a variation of
practice.
my old
I
technique.
keep a worrying eye on
Okay.
this.
Yeah, he grabs at Darius's head. You can see there's a little bit of pressure. Doesn't look like he's trying to. It doesn't look like he's trying very hard. Doesn't look like he's gonna crush his head in his hands. And then you watch. He pulls sort of Darius's head up a little bit to like look into his eyes, and he stares deeply into Darius's eyes. There's this sort of moment of silence as Darius goes into a trance, and so does Dragonborn. He sort of pushes back. Your friend is far beyond my capabilities.
Oh shit.
Well,
Let's go to the next place then.
I'm more of a swinger, swinging hitter. I apologize.
No, it's okay. Let's go to the Wild Mother instead. Come on.
Thanks for the effort.
As you walk out, you can see the clerk's there with like a bowl, and there's a couple of coins in it. Oh, have a nice day.
Yeah, I'll drop like 5 gold on there.
Okay. Nods his head.
Thank you.
All right, so you head on over to the other temple. You can see, you recognize Carol, who is currently just talking to one of the people there who was in the midst of lighting incense.
I gesture towards Darius.
Come with me. Takes your hand, Darius, and starts to pull you along.
He just looks around, nervous. And
I
then
nod.
follows.
Follow. Yeah.
I want to come too.
Yeah, that's fine. She keeps going until you pushes into this much larger room where it looks like there's not like like where you would prefer perform sermons, and takes them right up to sort of the altar area, past all the hues. She stops you. Wait here. She goes and collects several little sort of ornament pieces. She puts on a necklace with the symbol of the Wild Mother on it. She lights a few incense and she selects a small prayer which lasts about 5 minutes. And she kneels before you, takes your hands in hers, and she starts praying again. Sort of starts focusing harder. The breathing starts to get a bit heavier. There's a powerful block. There's some sort of darkness in there that I can't see past.
Sounds about right.
Best way to explain it is some sort of thicker than a curse? No.
Also sounds about right.
I've never encountered this before. No priestly magics I can think of. And that come cheap or with guarantee of them working.
Any arcane then?
I'm not a wizard, but only one spell I know of that always works. I doubt you'll find many wizards to cast that.
Okay.
What's the spell? He asks quietly.
You pat your hand. It's okay.
It's wish.
Darius doesn't know anything he learned.
Do you know anyone who... Do you know where we can even try to find like a powerful wizard or something? Or someone who can help in the arcane and not the divine
Oh yes, there's
magics?
plenty of wizards here within Zingon that may be able to. But
Anyone reasonable and kind?
there are some compassionate wizards, but again, it's a risky spell, one that's emotionally has a toll. I'm sure you can try within the main wizarding tower.
Is there a good therapist around
Oh,
that you can recommend?
we have plenty. Yes, those are very.
It could be a good like temporary soothing, maybe. I'm not sure.
I could arrange that if that's what you think would help.
Like towards Darius. We can let us have a little conversation and see where we go from this.
Nods and walks off.
Okay. It's kind of what we thought, but it was worth a try. Do you have any ideas, Kian? You're the better of us when it comes to arcane stuff.
I mean, yeah, kind of, but Darius is kind of significantly higher than I am. I know like magical items and relics and artifacts and all that. I don't really know spells. I mean, I'm sure maybe there's like some fucking thing we can find in a tomb that's long lost that might save him, but that's kind of a long shot.
Yeah.
Maybe find a genie in a bottle. I don't. That's what I can help with. I don't.
Okay, so what's the plan now then? Are we going to pursue this? Like, just see if there's anyone with more arcane capabilities who either can like soothe or help. Because if we can't help, he needs to be able to deal with it for a while until we can do anything about it. I'm so sorry, Darius. I'm talking about you like you're not here. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Out of character, I missed all that. My headphones came unplugged.
Good.
Yeah. I was staring at it. I was like, wow, everyone's just in this really quiet time right now. No one's saying anything. And I looked closer, and I was like, Healing is saying something, but oh, damn.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Loss has progressed.
We were talking about you, so it's okay.
Yeah, I know.
You were zoning out. Yeah, okay. So
I mean, I suppose we can visit a library and just see what it has in there. I don't...
about an angry deity who like...
Just about anything, really. Anything that might help.
Do you guys have any ideas? I point to the rest of the group.
Actually, I might have something.
Can you tell us?
Yeah. A friend of mine has very special magical powers that aren't really used anywhere else. So if we're looking for something impossible, maybe she's got it.
It kind of looks like the way we got here, kind of, but I mean, can you be more specific?
She controls like the body for her magic, kind of like how I control
Like a puppeteer?
mine. No, more like she uses blood to
Is it-
fuel her magic.
Oh, it's blood magic, okay. Well, the thing is that it's not really physical. It's either mental or like soul something. I mean, sure, but it seems to be something that isn't like body related. Or what do you say, Marcus? You've also looked at him.
I mean, if it's something more than a curse, I'm not sure if the mortal person can remove such a thing.
No, I don't think so either. I think it probably will be a quest for damage control. And making sure that he is functional.
Yes, either that or we try and ask for a blessing from the gods themselves to see if they can remove it.
Well, yeah, but that would probably be more in... I'm sorry, Darius, yet again talking about you like you're not here. That would probably be more for him, searching him for himself, when you... Like it is when you reach out to your deity, like that's a quest he needs to go on himself if he wants to do it.
I mean, you've still got some of them tricks to guard crystal things, don't you?
Yes.
Would he help?
He's also dying.
He could help.
He will probably tell us that he can help. I don't know.
Whether he can or not is up to him.
Yeah, that's a different question. And it's also that... Yeah. He seems to be...
I mean, I'm just saying it's an option.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to sit down. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to start thinking really hard. And I'm going to try to ask Adara if she has any insight as to what we can do.
Okay.
I know she's not a god proper or anything, but she's just a powerful being, so I figured give it a go.
Okay, so, you think real hard, and eventually you so it almost sounds like panting.
I know it's been a while. We got like this big problem.
Have you found
I know.
another?
Well, all right. Just give me a minute. I'm working on it, but someone in my traveling group has come across uh, someone named Laboran. I don't know if you know who they are. They're like a big spooky kid. But he seems to have stripped all his memories away, and I was just curious if you knew a way to fix that.
I am sorry. I am in the middle of a battle.
Yeah, no, that's alright. Still working on those ingots.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Feel like a connection closes.
Just
takes
like,
a corner
yeah.
in the middle of battle.
Just like hangs up.
She picked a terrible champion.
Can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of a fight.
The number you tried to contact is disconnected.
I'm like a fucking useless child calling their mom while she's like in a business meeting.
So what are you trying now?
Listen, all I'm saying is that powerful mages, whatever type they are, if they're aligned with at least me, then we don't have to go through all the bull crap of trying to trust them or not.
Oh sure, I'm not hating on like blood magic and stuff. It's more that
Yeah, how do you know what that is?
you've done it. I've seen what you do. It's blood and it's magic.
It's true, you do cut your hand and your sword lights up.
Look at your hands. I'm a healer. You don't think that I can see that you're broken?
It's pretty obvious.
I thought it was self-harm.
I mean,
Mental issues.
so no, my question more was that if we're going to try to just make up a plan, we can't pull on every string. Really? Like, we can try to start like tracking up to Joran village if we want to, but in the condition he is in right now, like the mental space, if things are pretty fucking messed up there, what if he comes up and it's like just darkness for him because he can't see people, because he can't remember them? That will fuck him up for life.
And I mean, since we're in an elven city, they are quite profound with their arcane arts.
Yeah.
If there's any place we're gonna find someone who could do something, it would probably be here.
Or at least have some idea. Like, it would have been like just something that I like. Darius, I'm sorry. Can I put my hands on your ears? Yeah,
I'll do
like,
that for you.
Don't listen.
I'm not saying that we should like drug him or something, but it feels like we need something that helps him like deal with this in a way.
Reefy.
Gustav is shaking his head over here.
It's not what you think.
It's not what you think, darling.
He just has memory loss, and I'm trying to drug him.
He went out. He left.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I mean, we could split up into two groups. One person finds a wizard, and another group goes to one of the libraries and tries to find some more information.
And if is Charles' friend here, or where is Charles' friend? Is that like a
Probably
travel?
not here.
No, that's probably a travel. Yeah, we could divide up into groups, and just like, I mean, you're good at reading books and stuff, Kian.
Mm-hmm.
Go and have a look, and I can try to see if I can find someone to talk to.
To the library!
Before everyone leaves, Darius just looks down. Why are you all doing this?
Because you're a friend. No,
After-
no, wait.
Wait, are you
No.
forgetting us now? Or what's happening?
He shakes his head. I just don't understand. You, after what I've done to you all, why are you trying to help me at this point? Maybe I deserve this.
I go up and I try to give Darius a hug.
He backs away.
It doesn't matter how fucked up this is. In some way, this is family.
Family wouldn't destroy trust of any of their members. They wouldn't go and destroy someone's deity either.
Family can do some pretty fucked up things. It's not like not allowed to be fucked up because you're family. It's what you do about it that matters. And I would be a pretty lousy family if I didn't do anything about this.
Also, whether you like it or not, you're stuck with us. So just accept it. This is your fate. What the fuck is that?
Dying in the back.
What is this sound?
This one's fucking killing the cat.
So that was the coffee.
What the fuck are you doing to that coffee, dude?
Oh.
What the fuck?
Look, I know you don't understand a lot, and honestly, in some way you probably deserve a little bit of it, but still, not remembering your entire fucking life except for like the last year is not really fair. You've made bad choices, but you were attempting to make those choices better? Kind of? You were doing good, alright? You were getting better. So fucking deal with it. We're helping you on your way to redemption.
Redemption. Redemption's a funny word, Kian.
We'll start out with just making sure that you're functional, okay? We'll take one thing at a time.
I am functional. I can do many things still.
That's not what I mean. You're not mentally stable right now.
Was I mentally stable before?
You were before Laborin, as far as we knew.
Laborin this, Laborin that. Who is Laborin?
So,
Honestly, I think it's just a convenient excuse at this point.
Wouldn't actually be hearing the name, you'd be hearing Fuzz.
Oh, well.
Fuzz this, fuzz that.
Fuzz this, fuzz
Who is
that.
this fuzz?
There, even better.
Okay, so like this thing's actually completely blocked out.
Whatever you guys are saying is the cause of this, or whatever, it's just a convenient excuse at this point. What I did was me, and there's no excuse for what I did.
have we tried to make an excuse for it?
A reasoning doesn't mean it's an excuse. There is absolutely no excuse for what you did. But it doesn't matter because you were trying to make it better. And that's the only thing that you should take away from this. You quite literally fucked your own mind and you can't remember anything because you were trying to make it better. I don't what's wrong with that? That's perfectly reasonable in my eyes. I mean, yeah, it would have been better for you not to lose all your memory, but you did it trying to make it up to all of us, and I think that's perfectly fine. It's only right for us to try to help you get your memories back.
What happened in the past is in the past. What you do from now, that is what truly means.
I just don't know why you're all trying so hard. I just feel like I deserve this, and you should just let me live with what I've done to myself.
I mean, if you don't want us to do this, there's the door.
But I just said he couldn't leave.
But seriously.
Fuck.
PTSD.
I've done this once before. That was someone left.
It's a bad call.
I know.
They just walk out the door. Okay, bye.
I'm not done. I'm not done though. But seriously, like, if you don't want our help, there's the door. You can always try to leave. You have a choice, but we also have a choice. Don't take the choice away from us. If we choose to help you, let us do that. Please don't make that in any way invalid because you don't think it is reasonable. You can't take that decision away from me.
Fine.
Okay. Do you want to go to the library or do you want to follow on a wizard hunt?
Wherever you guys want to put me.
We're going to split up, so you can have a little choice if you want to. The library is quiet and nice.
Might not hurt to go there.
Okay. Then you're with Kian, who's with me and hunting wizards.
Oh, I don't say hunting wizards.
It's a perfect translation, so I will stay with hunt.
It sounds like the good old days. I'll go with you.
To be fair, I don't think I'm well with people who.
Oh, but we were going to ask you, but you were like doing something else. Your friend is not in Syngorn, right? It's a travel to talk with your friend.
Yes, yeah, she's in a different town.
Okay, well, let's do these two things then and see where we end up after that. And we'll see if we'll contact your friend. Do you want to go to a library?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll join with the wizard hunt.
Okay.
I'm not very good at books.
Perfect. Yep, that's the split.
We split the party.
Alright.
Yeah.
And
Roll me an
TPK.
investigation check.
I'm going to talk to Carol
Okay.
and see if she can point me towards the most compassionate wizards in town.
Sure.
I have some experience tracking people down. If you want.
Good. Let's see if we can find names, and then we can put that to use.
Again, wolf and town. I'll be fine.
Yeah, okay. She'll give you 2 names. Midrin and Bellis.
Midrin and Bellis.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
Bellis.
Do we get a general direction, like an address where they live?
Yeah, she's you head to one of wards which has this big tower in it. I can't remember what the ward's called, but it has a nice wizards association.
Yeah, cool. We head there.
Alright, cool. And Keen, you're just going to a library?
Probably the biggest library there is. The one that looks the fanciest or the most expansive.
I believe Darius would know where that was since he returned the books last time.
Yeah, sure. You head on over there.
We just lead him.
Alright, so you head into this sanctum that houses most of the powerful wizards, all that, and it is a clusterfuck of organized havoc. There's like children learning here. There's sort of adults that are coming into their powers, all sorts. It's almost like a fairground in how exotic and crazy this place is. But you head through trying to look for Bellis and roll me investigation check.
You want to take in?
No,
Roll
I
that?
give you. I assist you.
It's a 25.
Yep, you certainly you get told exactly where both they are, and you go and hunt one down. You get described to you like a male elf who likes to wear blue, like a light blue, and sure enough, he looks to be just tending some flowers, with like a water cantrip.
I'm sorry to bother you. Do you have some time?
Turns around, yeah. Yes.
Hi, I'm Helin. I have I got the word from Carol at the Temple of the Wild Mother that you might be able to assist me in some arcane issues I have with a friend.
So I know Carol.
I have a friend who has lost their memories. A specific set of memories spanned over a long period of time. According to Carol, it's a very strong or thick curse. Probably placed not by a deity, maybe, but aspiring to be.
He gives you this sort of praising, right kind of look. And Carol could not fix this.
No.
I understand what you're seeking, but you'll have to pardon my abruptness. The kind of spell you're looking for isn't one someone gives out quite so freely. The cost alone, and then this is something that I may lose once I've used it.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know you. I do not owe you anything. I do not owe Carol anything. It's not something I can wish. It's not something I can just use.
Oh no, I didn't come to request your spell. I came to ask for some knowledge. I know that this is something that can't easily be fixed, but is there some way to soothe or help or lessen or
Like any trauma, sitting hands, maybe professional that can. Well, I can't say I know many people that have gone through this, but maybe a group of individuals that have gone through trauma may be able to help. Or people react to everything differently. In simplest of terms, it is not fixed, and it is something he or they are going to have to used to and going to have to learn to live with, much like any trauma.
the memories that he has been lost are it seems to be surrounded like specific people or specific events, more specific people, revisiting those people or those places with the curse still intact, it's a bad idea? Question mark.
It depends how malicious this curse is.
Probably very malicious.
Yeah, probably very malicious.
Well, I'd say it can't hurt, but I mean, it certainly could. But it may. Emotions. When we study, our strongest and hardest thing to get over is emotions. We try to hold them back or remove them from the spellcasting practice, as they can have unintended effects. If these people meant something to this individual, then perhaps they could bring the memories back. They could also, if actively encountered, could cause harm. It's not something I can say would help or hurt. It could help. Sometimes emotion is stronger than magic, and sometimes it just creates anomalies.
Do you know any of these, which I bet you refer to as therapy groups here in Singarn, or any people who are trained in the art of the mind here?
Yes, there are several groups of people that are willing to assign him to a group. Kind of group he would be applied to would be anomalous mind trauma, as opposed to. If I'm not saying don't try it, but everyone there will be different. No one would have gone through anything similar, I would imagine, and I can't see that helping. But if you want to try, it's up to you, and I can give you directions to someone that may be able to assist.
I can get a name. I just don't want him to end up in an asylum, but I don't think that's a realistic issue that we have to face. But it's more that I don't want him to be more traumatized than he already is.
I understand. I can pop a message over to Imazale that you are coming, and
Okay.
I wish you well.
Thank you.
I have
Before we
one more question as well.
go to you first.
we both wanted to butt in. I'm curious. What exactly is this spell that you were referring to? Like, you're saying it comes at a great cost. What exactly does this spell cost to cast?
It is a personal cost. Once I have casted it, I have a potential of losing it forever. I also have a potential of ruining the very fabric of the universe. So it's one we very, very rarely.
May I ask the name of this spell, or what exactly it does itself?
Would have heard it in fairy tales. Spell wish.
Wish. It doesn't sound that familiar. Could you explain a bit more?
It's self-explanatory. You ask for something and you receive it.
Anything?
Anything.
That is intriguing.
Don't say things like that in front of me.
They're referring to that the cost is not monetary. There is something else that's a cost. We're past that point with this kind of spells.
On the topic of spells, I want to ask, in the worst case scenario that we don't find a way of helping him memories. I don't suppose you folks here have some kind of magic, perhaps, that might be able to scribe his life thus far? Words. Say for instance he's missing certain memories of maybe 3 weeks ago. You have a spell that could sort of rewrite or write out what happened 3 weeks ago with him?
I can alter memories with very little risk, but a spell like that, again, you're asking for the same spell.
Okay, that's totally cool.
If
Just a quick query. You say you can alter memories. If,
Yes.
say, was to give you a picture of what his family looked like, could you give their memories back to him? Like, alter his memories so he remembers them?
I could try, but if this affliction is something that even some of the highest clerical order cannot fix, then I doubt it. Imagine it is some sort of block attached to their presence or person.
It could still be worth a try.
You have the gold to pay for it, then yes.
And how much would such a spell cost?
Uh, I'd have to cast it at the highest possible level. It would cost, on a base, 900 gold.
Cian's shaking of the head.
Absolutely not.
Well,
And again,
thank
it
you
is
for
a
the
risk,
information.
not a guarantee.
Just trying to figure out all the possible options. Anyone else have any more questions?
No.
Then
I think
thank you
that's
for
it,
your
yeah.
time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know if that helped or not, but there was some information to be had.
Shall we head over to the library then and try and catch up with them?
Yeah.
So are we not going to bother trying to talk to the other wizard?
That would probably be actually good. But I feel as though we'd probably get the same answer.
Yes, that's true. It's hard to imagine such a powerful spell that can grant you anything you wish.
Yeah. Sounds. It's one of those spells you read about. You know when someone says that they wish that something comes true and it comes true in the fairy tales?
Like wishing upon a star.
Yeah, but you wish upon a wizard and things just kinda happen.
Sounds like a very boring fairy tale.
Collecting all 9 Dragon Balls.
While Purry is distracted, Adric gives you a weird look. Who in God's name collects bowls of dragons? Since when does this do anything with wishing?
I don't know, I just read it in a
I
book
hope that
somewhere.
isn't an anime reference.
Hmm.
What? No, never.
No.
No, I'd never
Really?
do such a thing.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z is part of his backstory, guys. Calm down.
Yeah, God.
His real name is Son Goku, otherwise known as Carrot Face.
Tends to yell very loud when he wants to be strong.
Okay, moving on.
Thank you.
Minus inspiration there.
I didn't start it.
Right. What are you guys doing?
I'm at the
Back to the
library.
library.
Yep.
While they were at the temple, as soon as he gets back, I was gonna try and have a conversation with Darius.
Sure.
But here we are. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Hey, done.
There he is.
Sherrod turns
Before-
to Darius.
Before you have the
Sorry.
conversation, can I make the roll for library checking?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for specific artifacts or relics that grant extreme amounts of power, similarly to wishes. And also, oh Jesus Christ, Ed. And then also, just anything regarding Laboran or similar entities and what kind of power they might have.
Roll me investigation check.
Please roll high. That's a natural 20.
You find nothing.
Fuck!
Okay, so I mean there are loads of artifacts that are like supposedly provide different benefits. There are a couple that capture your interest. Okay. Two main objects that capture interest that are basically staves of sort of wizards said to have sort of captured, like the spell is so powerful that it's only ever been captured twice within like known record history, or it's only documented to be captured twice. You know, one of these staves is currently located within Imon. It's like a showpiece within the council. And the second one was sort of said to have been like in the great dwarven city of Craghammer, but some weird shit went on, and it's been lost. And the last people to know where it was would have been the dwarves of Craghammer.
Now we got a fucking heist, guys. Real one. Get into the
Oh my goodness!
display
no.
one in Iman. Get
And
in.
was there any other artifacts that popped up as just interesting or no?
Well, explain to me what you mean by interesting. Is there anything that Kian is personally interested in?
Not really. Just general, like lost stuff.
Okay. You know, I'll look into that later and give you like a message
Sure.
about it.
And then anything on Laboran or similar type entities?
Okay, so you start with Laboran, you find nothing. And you go on to looking for like what keywords would you use if you were looking for a creature like Laboran?
Like powerful entities that live on different planes, or patrons that grant powerful knowledge, I guess. Probably something known as like a librarian, as far as like a deity or entity goes, maybe.
Okay.
Damn, shame you didn't ask me before I returned those books on him.
So there's several like articles, and chapters within books like on wizards that have become so powerful that their thirst for knowledge has sort of overrode them. It happens way too often. And often that wizard is killed quite early or is captured. Or is in some way seen, like brought to become more reasonable, if not murdered. The librarian, you don't find much. You find basically like great librarians. Someone that discovered a way. Was like, guys, why are we just putting books in like random positions? Why don't we like order A to Z? And he's like, he's heralded as the greatest librarian ever. And another great librarian who's like, well, rather than just A to Z, how about we do it from authors? And he's also a great librarian. But there's no deity librarians that you quite know of. And then the closest you find is basically like history on like the endless hunger kind of creature. But that seems to be more like something that wants to constantly destroy as opposed to constantly learn.
Okay.
So it seems this is a pretty unique thing you're looking for.
Okay. Now Cheryl and Darius can have their conversation. Thank you.
Darius is just going up and down, thumbing through books, just reading the spines of them.
Just walk up alongside of him as he's walking. So Darius, how are you feeling?
Lost? I don't know. Not much different than I was earlier, I suppose.
Well, is there anything coming to your mind about your past or anything? It seems kind of permanent.
As of right now, nothing comes to mind, unfortunately.
Well, seeing as I am participating in helping you, I would guess that I might as well share a little bit more about me than I have. Yeah, I'm good. My occupation isn't setting my sword on fire. It's honestly, I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm part of a group of people that make the world a better place. Kill creatures, kill monsters that try to threaten the peace and happiness of the people, but the methods are unorthodox. And I saw that in you. The unorthodoxy. To be honest, I really wanted you to keep that connection with your patron so that I could find a way to kill it. But I'm glad you're free. You know, sometimes I really feel like I'm supposed to do the right thing or a good thing and it doesn't make any sense. And then I do it and I just stay confused. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm following as best as I can.
I don't know. I've been so caught up in my job that kind of disregarded myself. Just wanted to say that you remind me of myself in a good way. You're not a bad person.
You know, as thoughtful as that is, I don't think of myself as a bad person. I think of myself as a terrible person. I've always wanted to do the right thing. At least from what I remember starting out as an adventurer. I remember having the urge to do good. To learn things. And through the means of learning, I had an idea in my head that I could gain power from this and use it for the better of mankind, myself. And it just went tits up. So, though I appreciate what you've said to me, I just don't feel like I've done it the best way I could have. I hurt people instead of helping them.
We all hurt people. Every one of us. And I'll walk away.
Purry.
Yeah.
God, there was one other thing I wanted to look up.
Okay.
Any way to find these fucking elemental ingots, or where they might be, how to locate them.
Don't you get
anything.
don't you get like a throb in your chest or a light or
Yeah,
some
but I
shit?
gotta be like next to the fucking elemental. It's not a long range thing.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. Now you find like a book on how to implement sort of like kill and implement elementals into like iron and metals. But nothing on like these what specifically what you're looking for. It looks like what you've been tasked for is a pretty
Shit.
yeah task tailored to you.
I'm
You're
such the
special.
wrong person for the job.
While he's doing that, Darius is just gonna look for books on best practices to help people, no matter what it pertains to. He just wants to.
Okay. So yeah, you find a book that's like how to improve the world by improving ourselves.
Self-motivation
Oh, that's a
books.
good one for you.
And it's like a book on it's like a book on what small changes you can do in this like in the world to sort of help out, and it's like leaving like a hundredth of your earnings to those in need, attending daily prayer, and getting involved in community tasks like cleaning.
Okay.
I'd also like to look in a library for a book that talks about like the innate desire to do good and where that might stem from.
Okay. Sure. You find several like philosophical pieces on the morality and why we want to do good and bad. Start reading that if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Which is when healing comes back.
Everyone's favorite character.
Dun 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 dun.
Here I am. So, how's it going? I go to Kian.
There's not much, but I did find things on 2 different stabs that might be able to contain the power to restore his memories. Unfortunately, one is on display in Amon as like some museum display piece or something. And the other is lost from Craghammer.
So not super accessible then.
Not as far as I know. People on Craghammer might know where it was last seen, and we can go from there, but it's not much. Unless we want to, of course, steal from the city of Amon.
It feels a bit steep, maybe. It sounds like a heist, though.
Uh-huh. The heist to end all heists.
Yeah. Well, we talked to the wizard. The wizard told us to put him in therapy.
Okay.
The wizard says that it's like a wish that needs to be done to undo this. That's kind of it, and that's not something that comes cheap, and we're not talking monetary value. So that's kind of off the table right now. So it's more of accepting and moving forward for a while. There's probably more information to find. Like, is this like a curse that's tied to his soul? Is it possible to try to kill him and resurrect him and it's all good, or is it like what's it tied to? Which is reasonable questions because I'm a cleric. I'm not talking about like
That you're thinking of
Doing the
killing
old
Darius.
kill them and revive them
Doing
trick
the
that we
old
were,
restart.
that we did.
I am a cleric of ascendancy. We believe in rebirth.
I mean, killing him might sever the connection.
It's worked in a previous campaign.
You imagine that this current affliction is probably tied to the fact that the Borin is involved. So I mean, maybe.
But I mean, it could also be that when he dies, Laboran takes his soul.
Or he doesn't want to come back, or
That's
you
also
just
an
fail the
alternative.
ritual.
Yeah, that's also not alternative.
A lot
It's
can go wrong.
You could
It's-
just simply straight up just kill him.
of course it's super risky. I'm not saying that like, oh, well, okay, so that was plan B. Plan A, plan B is to kill Darius and see what happens. That's not what I'm saying. But it was just a thought I had, like if it's like bound to the physical body, or if it's like a soul bound or whatever. And then I also asked about if it was a good idea to actually go to like Doran village or if it would traumatize him even more. The wizard said, who knows? It could either help because emotions are pretty strong and they might like overbridge. Emotions are strong and they might like be stronger than magic. But he also said that it could also fuck him up. Because, if everything we say about his past is fuzzy, imagine going to a village where everything is fuzzy.
Not the best confidence booster.
No, I think it would be pretty horrible to only see fuzz all like everywhere. It would be a very bad trip.
So we either go heist them on, go talk to Craghammer and see where they last saw it, or we just fucking move on. I don't.
Maybe we
Is that our
yeah.
options?
That's kind of our options, and we can either move on by like actually having him talk to someone and see if there's like some kind of like help to get, like talking, non-magical help, or we just say like suck it up and let's go.
Yeah, but go where?
Yeah, what's the next thing we're doing? What's next on our list?
I mean, I tried to talk to Adara earlier.
Mm-hmm.
She seemed a bit busy.
Okay.
Still on about finding those elemental things.
We talked about finding the shards of ascendancy, but we are putting that on hold because those are like in people. We still have the like world is going under thing going on a bit.
I don't. Yeah, we're a little directionless at the moment.
Yeah, we are.
I do have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Just to swing by Othendon, just to check on everything, and then we could go up to Craghammer from there.
Sure, that sounds like a good idea. We have a break now, so now we can actually discuss things, guys.
Yeah,
Like,
lovely.
do we want a main quest, or do we want to like side quest for a bit, or?
What are our options at the moment? What are we thinking?
So we have Amon and Craghammer, which we can kind of do in one fell swoop just to check it out.
Yeah.
I do actually want to go to Ascendant to check on something that might have to do with main story stuff.
I think we can do that next, but that's on the way. No, that's
right. Like
higher up.
It's in between Amon and Craghammer,
yeah,
so I
right.
figure we can kind of just do that in one big line.
Do you have anything going on, Adric?
Yikes.
I'm fine. I'm more than happy to helping people out.
Ooh, would Adric be okay going to Craghammer?
Just
realized.
You can wait outside the gate.
I mean, did something happen?
No, it's fine. It's just.
Did you get arrested?
It's a long story.
Surface dwarves.
I know.
Oh, is it a race thing?
My folks are back in Craghammer. I was supposed to do delivery for them, which was really an excuse to just get out of town.
So you just ran away without telling anyone?
I let them know. So they're not expecting me back anytime soon.
Just might be unexpected if he comes back without what he said he was going to go get.
Yeah.
What was you meant to be getting?
I was supposed to be selling some alcohol to this really weird rich dude.
We killed him.
Yeah.
Well, more
Jesus.
sent him to like an
It
eternal
was-
prison, but
You know what? He fucking deserved it.
he was a rapist and a thief
Oh,
A,
that guy.
and a
terrible,
horrific person.
a bad warlord. Like, yeah,
He is essentially in purgatory, reliving all of his
transgressions against other people.
yeah. So anybody who he slighted, basically, he gets to live their entire life up until the point where he wronged them.
Damn.
And that's for everyone. So anyone he had even a hand in killing or anything like that, like he's gotta live everything.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that sounds fun and horrific.
It's a
Oh,
very
it
harsh
was.
punishment, but I think it's very fitting for the crimes.
Oh,
I'm guessing he wronged a lot of people.
Oh.
Yes, he did.
yes, he did.
Several towns worth of people.
Holy shit, that's a many years of.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
But,
if we're gonna go do the Emon to Craghammer, I'm not opposed to that.
I just figured we can check out the two staff things. We can check out my theory that I have for elemental stuff, but I also have to see how much fucking what's his dick fucked up my family when I asked him to save them.
Yeah. I think it might be. I think it might be nice to just dip by Imon to like go to the
Yeah.
capital and have a look.
Oh yeah.
So I've got to quickly say, if these rod things turn out to be quite useful, are we actually gonna like do a fucking heist and steal them from the city if they don't let
Well,
us?
It depends.
Who knows?
How
Maybe.
heavily guarded
I'm
is
just-
the one in Amon?
I'm just saying they don't call us the Tristers for nothing. Okay.
We try to heist.
We
Yeah,
try to heist.
that's where the name comes from.
Uh huh.
It's not a good
so
name.
How many heists have you fucking pulled off then?
Everything is a heist.
Yeah.
Everything is a heist.
Every
The
day
Lich
is a
was a
heist.
heist.
Every adventure.
We certainly stole that Lich out of that tomb.
Yep, that was a
Yeah,
heist.
no
It-
shit.
yeah.
You
Did.
threw him into a
Yeah.
bag of
Yeah.
holding and we ran away from his fucking servant
Successful
chasing us.
heist.
Yeah.
That was
Perfect.
not that was so botched. It was unbelievable.
It's a good heist, is what it was.
You went there without knowing how to even resurrect it, so it fuck it. I'm
Oh,
gonna put it in a bag and
you-
then take it back.
You sir don't know what botched is unless you watch the original episodes from when we did all our crap back
Yeah.
then.
Yep, they were bad.
Like when
We,
Yeah.
we did what, like
we
2 or 3
really
of them?
tried
and it
to
was
get
just
some like subterfuge
wow.
in there, and it did
Mhm.
not work.
We used grenades.
Yeah,
we
my
set shit
my
on
favorite.
fire.
Yeah, my favorite was when
What?
when Kian threw in a hand grenade and his things was on
Yeah.
fire,
It was-
and then he fell into the fire.
Yeah,
it was
we,
a good
we
idea.
were all we were
It
all
was a
locked.
good idea until I rolled.
Yes.
We were all locked in like a secret side like compartment. We were all
Yep.
chained up, and Kian was supposed to help break us out and threw in a grenade, and then everything got lit on fire.
The plan
and then...
was good. The execution was poor. So what we had was they purposely got themselves captured so that they could like essentially be in there because they weren't as stealthy. So then we had the stealthiest people essentially sneak in, go to the roof, and we're gonna break them out so that we'd be like inside them and fight our way out. But instead, we got caught. I tried to throw a grenade because they were like clustered together, and I rolled low. So instead of throwing it, I kind of just plopped it into the middle of the room, and everything went bad from there.
Went boom, shit
Oh.
lit on fire.
We missed out on like
oh my
1,000
gosh.
gold because the whole place was on fire, so we couldn't
Yeah,
grab it.
we just left.
We dipped. It was in all fairness, that fire was spreading really fast.
And they also thought the chest at first was a mimic because we were coming hot off of mimics. So they
Yeah,
never even
mimics
checked
in the
it while
cavern
they were
thing.
there.
Yeah.
I don't like mimics. I've had one experience, and that's enough.
We've had a
See?
lot of
One
dealings with
experience
You
mimics.
guys are
7 of them.
traumatized. You guys are traumatized by mimics now. Enjoy.
I'm more. Well, not only mimics, I'm also traumatized by your fucking fireballs that you shot me twice.
Yo, that was
No,
so
I
funny.
don't know
Not
what you're
one-
talking about.
Twice at
Up, up,
full
he's down, up.
damage.
Oh, he's down. Up. Oh, he's down. Oh, okay, it's not.
It was literally, I got up for a second. I was like, what's going on? I get fucking, like, punched by fucking, was it Bob the Mimic with the fucking muscles?
Yep.
Fucking
Oh,
We
Terry
fought a lot
Crews.
of mimics.
we have.
It's a good enemy. Because we
Fuck.
like loot.
Those
Yeah.
We
guys.
do. We like loot a lot.
I didn't think a Mimic were that strong.
Well, they're not, but when there's
They're
like
not.
8 of them.
Yeah. Usually you'll find 1 or 2, but not 7 in one tiny ass room. You know what I mean? Like, ugh.
Even at high levels, swarms of stuff are still hard to deal with. You just gotta fireball them.
I mean, that
What
I
got
just
me was
I
you changed its thing from what's it a
Yeah.
deck save and then
So-
Intelligence save.
Yeah.
my fucking milestone shield like thing that would help me survive a little bit of that was just useless.
yeah. That's one of my abilities.
I don't know if it was necessary, because I'm pretty sure mimics have shit decks.
I have no idea. I just played it more towards, I'm smarter than you. I can
Yeah.
do this.
I understand your reasoning, but I think it was unneeded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just fighting them, I just turned around and just see this giant ball of fire coming at me.
When I saw that you failed it, I got real sad for a second. I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
But then I got up and you fucking shoot another one at me. I'm like,
Well,
hold
I
on.
So at that point, my reasoning behind that one was like, you're gonna go down anyways to either the mimics, so might as well be to me. So
Okay.
boom.
Not the
If-
worst choice. Mimics do have a +1 to dex and a -3 to intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh,
It wasn't the worst call.
So in other words, he's gonna die anyway. He might as well die by my hands.
Well, I think of mimics as not being extremely smart, so they wouldn't be the type to beat you while you're down.
Surprisingly
So-
low charisma.
Luckily.
Yeah.
Though I guess false appearance just lets them automatically pass checks.
True, until you get up damn close to them.
They do have a -1 charisma.
Oh wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess
next time
after-
we're being swarmed by mimics, you have 2 options.
You have 2 options. Oh boy.
And,
Remind me to
and
stay
fucking
there.
Marcus might pass a charisma save.
Oh yeah, I could probably survive that. Except the thing is, my intelligence is -1. So I was fucked with that one.
Well, now it's even worse. I can make my fireballs hurt a lot more now, or just make it so much harder to dodge them. So
I'm so happy I have fire resistance.
I'm
Fun-
just gonna. I'm gonna make sure I'm standing behind you in the next
Yeah.
combat.
it's okay. Fun fact: I can now shoot fireballs 3 miles away.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Long range
Oh.
death.
Artillery right there.
Okay, so
He can augment his spells.
yeah, so it's called alchemical casting. I got it at 6th level. I learned to augment spells. If I cast a spell, I can spend an extra spell slot up to a 3rd level spell slot to give it a different effect. So if I cast Fireball, which is 3rd level, and then I spend a 1st level spell slot, so I spend a 3rd and a 1st, I can up its damage by 2d10 force damage. If I use a 2nd spell slot, it says increases spell range. 30 feet becomes 1 mile. Yeah, so, and then 3rd level is I can increase my spell save DC +2.
That sounds completely broken. Like, who was like, okay, let's just like make
Well-
it a bit longer. 1
well, the-
mile sounds reasonable.
That's what we were saying. So we're like, why
Yeah.
is it even 1 mile? That's so ridiculously far.
I
It's like
I
literally
guess.
fucking sniping. You don't need to be up close to anything.
Well, I was thinking he's got the flying broom, so I can fly really
Oh my
short.
word!
You just
but-
sit a mile in the air and go.
Yeah, but what I was thinking, like the downside of it is I use a 2nd spell slot to do these things, so I'm essentially
Yeah.
running out of my resources pretty quick if I use that every time.
Yeah, you'd be running out of spells rather
You'll be
quickly.
you'll be so far away. You can probably just rest before they get to you.
Yeah.
we just take a short rest while they run.
Let me just burn a quick arcane recovery, and
Yep,
we're back in
exactly.
business.
Cast it twice, get both those spell slots back.
What did I miss?
We were talking about mimics.
And
Strategies.
Artillery fireballs.
I'm an artillery wizard.
And we were discussing what we should do.
Yeah.
And I believe the current is going to Amon, then Withenden, then Crackhammer.
Oh, good.
Oh, I just realized that's a river, not a pathway to Crackhammer from Withenden.
Oh, you're right.
Oh
I just
boy.
noticed that too.
Well, I'm sure we can get there. It'll just be a little sketchier than taking the path.
I mean, at this point, how many times have we traversed through mountainsides and...
We could. This is just a suggestion. We could go from Singorn to Kamal, and then from Kamal to Craghammer.
And then we're missing.
But we're missing, you know, things we'd like to see in Imon.
But then once we go to Craghammer, we can cut across the mountains.
It's like between Singorn and.
Just it really depends on which if we want to go to Amon or Craghammer first.
I mean, Iman is.
Amon
I
has the
think we
one
wanna
where
do
we
Amon
know
first.
where the staff is. So even if we don't try to steal the staff, we can still at least see what it looks like.
Or
We
get
can
more
go in the
information on
museum
it.
and just see it.
Yeah.
We're
We
going on a
don't, we
field
don't need to
trip.
steal it, we just need to see it. We just
Steal,
need to be like,
steal.
okay, this is what we're looking for.
Someone say steal.
All right,
Steal?
are we back in character now?
Sure.
Oh no. Just wondering if Purry's off his little break now.
Hmm?
Okay. Back in character, guys. Back in character.
Okay, sir.
Super serious.
Healing finishes telling you about her adventure.
And I had just finished discussing with her about what we should do. And I suppose we go and tell the rest of the group what the plan is.
Hey, Kian, before we go,
Hmm.
I look around, make sure that no one is watching. I rather make sure that I can see where Sharal and Darius is, and that they are not close to us.
Okay.
I'm just reading a book.
Yep, so is Darius. He's just sitting at a table reading.
What languages do you speak, Kian?
Oh. I speak Common, Gnomish, Primordial, and Celestial.
We speak in Celestial.
Okay.
Very fancy.
I would imagine still in a whisper.
Yes.
It's
Still
kind of like
whispering.
it's kind of like singing, but
Yeah.
thing whispering.
So is the rest of us just waiting
just
outside
echoes
the
speaking in
lovely.
library?
hymns to each other.
Are me and Adric outside the library, or did we follow in?
Do whatever you like.
We follow in, might as well.
Yeah, might have been inside.
I also make sure that you guys are not there.
That's why I was asking. That's why I was wondering if we're weird there or not.
Nah. So, I think it's a. Have you ever met someone who tries to recruit someone to something?
Yeah, like religious people.
Yeah.
Like, of course.
Also,
yeah.
you guys were in an army.
Yeah, and that too.
Yeah, but now I'm more talking like, ideological or political or, someone with conviction, not just like, oh, I will get money if you join me. I do get that hint from Charles when he looks at Darius. Can you see the hunger in his eyes?
I mean, he's like an enabler.
I'm a bit worried.
Is there anything to worry about now? Now that Darius is all free of Laboran?
Yeah, and like emotionally traumatized and like easily manipulated probably, and easily taken advantage of, and you know, vulnerable.
I mean, yeah, keep an eye on him. I mean, we have been already ever since he was trying to like force Darius to use his special stuff.
Yeah. Just don't go lax on it, okay?
Yeah, you got it. I'm setting my perception from Darius touching people to Charal convincing Darius.
It's more like I don't even know what he's trying to commit. It's not like I'm, you're not allowed to talk to each other. It's more like there is something about that person and I can't really put my finger on it.
I mean, he was trying to stop us from resurrecting a lich, and
But then he let us.
right, but he like protested through the whole thing.
Sure. And then
As far as we know, he at least isn't okay with undead as something.
is that our like baseline?
I mean, it's a reference point. We don't know much about either Marcus or Charal, so any kind of anchor points we can get as far as their character goes, I think that's fine.
Well, that's fair enough. I just don't want us to get burned again. And I want us to take care of Darius.
I think he's over there reading a self-help book, so he's working on it.
That's good. It's something.
I mean, I feel bad that there's not much we can do, but
And I mean, we are probably like not good people to give any kind of emotional advice anyway, which is why I'm kind of pushing for like talking to a professional, because I mean, my trauma is 2 weeks old. Um, so
yeah, I don't really know how to help either of you guys, to be honest.
maybe
I'm
we
kind
can
of
start. Maybe we can start a support group.
trauma free as far as I know.
Yeah. I hope
some
it stays
reason
that
you
way.
can't hear the word the.
Well, but I think we said that we're leaving Fremont.
Yeah, I mean, we'll discuss it with the rest of the group, but I feel like we can kind of just cut a line across from Amon through Thendon to Craghammer and kind of cover most of our bases.
Yeah. That sounds
Hopefully,
fair.
we'll find something in one of the three cities.
Yeah. I mean, Iman, if we find something somewhere, I hope it's in Iman.
I mean, we'll at least get to take a look at the staff if we
Yeah.
ever feel like going to heist the biggest city in the continent.
Yes, of course. It sounds like such a plan that we would.
It sounds like something we would do.
Yeah, it does. Okay, let's go talk to the rest.
Okay.
Okay, you to the rest.
Okay. Let's have a small, conference or something. I don't know.
Group huddle.
Yes.
Darius closes his book and nods.
And morality is subjective. Oh, sorry.
Okay. So the suggested plan is to go to Iman, and from Iman we pass by Kian's home. From Kian's home we pass up towards Craghammer, and maybe be, depending on what happens during this like 2-month trip up towards your village.
What's over there?
Friends.
Okay. Sounds good. I don't have anything in the way of, anything bad about that.
You wouldn't have heard the town's name. You would have heard, and then we head towards. Not that it changes the conversation much.
No, it doesn't.
What's
it
over
doesn't.
there?
It's okay.
What's over?
He just looks kind of confused, but yeah.
Okay. Charal, Marcus, Adric, any opinions? Where were your friends, Charal?
Oh, my friend is in Kamal.
Okay.
So, I mean, if we wanted to take a detour, that's up to you guys. I'm just one person.
It's like a half a continent detour.
We could actually go Amon, Ascend, and Craghammer, Kamal to Jordan. Kind of do the whole.
Yeah, could we do? We'll start
That
with
way-
Iman anyway.
That way we're not backtracking at all.
Yeah.
And Amon, if you guys are wondering, there's possibly something that can help fix our problem there, or at least something we can get knowledge about to fix something over in Craghammer. We'll see.
Sounds promising.
Yeah. The next question is, do we feel like we want to try to pool money and teleport to Iman instead of walking?
I'd really love to bring our cart.
Likewise.
So if we can get a teleport with the cart, then
That's
sure.
not gonna happen. I
really
mean,
miss having my workshop.
but it's Iman. There has to be workshops you can rent.
Yeah, but it's like really expensive, and I already bought it.
Okay, sure. It's just a question. It will save us I think that's like a 3-week journey.
What's 3 weeks on the road?
Yeah, of course.
It can give you and Darius time to relax and focus on yourself. Help.
When it's quiet, all I can hear is the pain.
Well, it won't be quiet. You'll hear the sound of wagon wheels.
I mean, heck, it'll help us get to know each other a little bit better. Well, at least me and Cheryl will help get to know the group through the travel.
Yeah.
Of course.
Sure.
Let's say we got closer last time we were on the road for a fucking month. So what's another month?
Indeed.
Guess that's it then.
Okay.
I think we should just make sure that all of our supplies are in order.
We should be good, right? Between
I
the
don't know, that's what
rations
I
we
was asking.
have and healing.
How many rations do we have?
I can create food.
I have,
That's right.
and I also have 21 and a half rations.
Okay.
We should be a-okay.
Yeah, we should be okay.
Let's give the fuck
As
off.
he opens the book.
Let's give like all the animals a once over and make sure that they are in good shape.
Sure.
If they are not, we buy new animals. Okay?
We kill the old ones.
No, but we can sell them and.
You'd sell a deer?
Hazel and Huffle.
Aided is not in like the pulling the cart category of animals. Aided is something special.
Oof, yikes.
Also, Purry, is there a way you can buy books, or is it only checking them out, like, temporarily?
If they have a second copy, I'm sure they do.
Or can I just, like, find a bookstore instead of a library?
What are you trying to buy?
I'm trying to buy both Healin and Darius self-help books on dealing with loss.
Okay.
Very specifically loss.
grief and how to deal with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
How to live your new life without your important special friend.
Oh god.
That is so sad. Lost your faith?
I mean, it just feels like they're gonna be on the road for a while.
It's
They
a
don't have
book
time
that
to
just says
read.
"Don't kill yourself" on the
Yeah.
title.
Helen is literally terrified of being like doing nothing for 3 weeks.
Is that gonna be like a gold?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll ask them to gift wrap it as well.
I'll put a nice little bow on it, yeah.
Cool.
And a nice little tag. To ... from ... kiss kiss.
Right, I'll be right back, 2 seconds.
XOXO.
It's almost triggering in hearing you saying dot.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Full stop, full stop, full
You're
stop.
the one waving with the book, Purry. You started it.
It's his fault. On the road again.
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
There you go.
Yeah, you check your horses. None of them gone lame. Everything's looking, you know what, it looks like they were well looked after. You guys are ready to travel as soon as the party is ready.
Yep.
Cool.
In and one.
I'm back.
Right. Guys, head off on your first day of travel from Singor and head past the now dissipating line of people. Refugee crisis died down a little. Thing.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Is there like a significant lack of smoke monsters everywhere?
Oh, no, there's no smoke monsters anywhere.
Also, who's gonna be riding on the cart? Because I'm obviously gonna be using my my summon horse thing.
Well, I'm riding on my cart, cause you'll notice it has a little hammock in the back for me to sit in, and a workshop kind of on top.
Darius would love to ride in a cart.
Feel free to use mine then.
Do we have 3 carts now?
Yeah, we have 3 carts
Yeah,
now.
I think we do.
We do not need 3 carts.
Workshop, the old brewery one, and now you guys.
We're like
I
our
think-
own caravan.
I think it's safe
Yeah.
to say we can leave Marcus's cart, because I think his is the most fucked up.
I don't know
Yeah.
why you say such a crazy thing. Nothing's ever happened to it.
Yeah, I wonder why it's so fucked up
Don't
and
have to
botched.
leave it if you don't want to.
Well, I'm gonna be riding in Kian's cart.
We'll
He
have
likes
to
all the
move,
contraptions.
move the chest and the gallons of water in the barrel to one of the other carts then.
Sure.
If we're leaving my one.
Don't put it in mine, because I need to open up the floor.
Okay. You move onward.
Well, we're gonna say we just sold the horse and carts then. My one.
Oh, are you selling them?
Well, I mean, if we're leaving them and not exactly coming back, I mean, I'm not exactly gonna pay for their rent this entire time. I'm technically poor at this point.
I mean, you can bring them if you want to. It's okay. Like, we're traveling at the same speed anyway, so if you want to bring them, do it. There are food and now we're a lot of people. Wait, I don't know. I might need to use 2 spell slots to feed all of us now.
I don't think so. It feeds 8, doesn't it?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta feed
but
the
we're
horses.
like 4 horses, right? Or
Oh,
5?
right.
Oh yikes!
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Well-
I'm selling my horse and carriage, and then
Oh, but it's okay. 15 humanoids or 5 steeds. But then we're not fully okay.
How does that boil
No,
down?
that's full.
You've got 5 steeds in the party. You have Ada,
So I could
horse
cast
1,
it.
horse 2, Adric horse 1, Adric horse.
So I have to cast it twice.
I can also just buy a few more rations as well, just in case.
And we're dropping 2 of my 3-level spell, 3rd-level spell slots if I cast it.
Yeah, I'll just run and spend like 30 gold on rations. That's like 15 more, I think.
60.
Uh-oh.
Oh, right,
Hello
because
again.
it's double. So yeah, 60 more
Uh,
rations.
No, I don't think we necessarily need that many.
It's too late. I bought them.
No, don't do it.
It's too late.
Wait! Economic decision.
I can help in 2 hours.
I've done it.
Damn it.
We have 81 rations.
Purry, how much would I get if I tried to sell my horses and carts?
I have like 200 pounds of food in my bag.
Can you hold it?
Yeah. Not for a long time, but yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll eat our way through it.
Yep.
Feast tonight.
I was going to transcribe one of my scrolls into my spell book to level 1 spell, so it would only take 2 hours and 50 gold.
Is it good berry?
It is.
Ooh.
Druid spell, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that's fine. So your cart, you could get 7 gold for.
Oh, never mind. I can't do it. Damn it. I have a scroll for it, so I could do it for 1 day.
And for your horses, are they riding or draft?
Draft, I think, or actually, hold on.
Probably draft, right? For pulling a cart.
No, they're riding horses.
Oh.
Both riding horses.
Okay,
Druid and Ranger.
get 38 gold per.
That's like tripled your money.
I will take it. So what's that in total?
76 plus 7.
Should be 83, right?
Yes.
Well, then, Purry, he wants to transcribe illusory script then instead.
Oh.
So
I'm gonna hand 83 gold to Kian. Considering I think I owe you money.
Yeah. A bit.
Oh yeah, weren't you also doing the thing with my shield or something? Oh yeah, you did that, didn't you? Yeah, you
Yep.
did that.
and then you can minus 50 out of the gold you're holding for me.
There's gonna come a day banker, and everyone uses all their gold, and you're gonna have to tell them that.
What?
So there's gonna come a day when everyone's used all their gold, and you're gonna have to tell them, sorry, no money.
He's a financial advisor now.
Well, yeah. I've already had to do that before. With fucking Zeldor.
Got loans out the wazoo right now. Starting your journey was Iman exciting stuff.
When are we starting that? Right now? Because on the way out of town, Adric would like to pick up a few things.
What would you like to pick up?
There's of course the sort of average traveling things, extra rations to filter out the old ones. But he's also going to try and fill up his wagon with fine elvish ale. Awesome wine. In particular, 2 bottles of something really, really special. One to bring back to his folks if we're really heading to Craghammer. And one to try for himself. And then just barrels to sell off in Emon, probably.
Okay.
To be fair, I should probably sell most of the stuff that was in the chest on my cart as well, shouldn't I? If we can't support it on any of the other carts.
It'll be 5
No,
gold per keg.
We can hold it all.
Okay.
Considering he has money to spare, can he try and find, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 very special kegs for like 500 gold?
Sure. Yeah.
He's going to do that and try and sell them somewhere else. Worst comes to worst, they're a very nice gift.
Okay. You managed to buy, 6 delicious elvish ales. Well, they're usually known for their wine, but
Yeah, elven wines. Elven wines.
So whose cart am I putting my stuff on?
Adrix.
Crap.
Adric, can your cart support the weight?
You can probably throw like your chest onto the other cart.
Yeah, there's a little bit of space. Sure.
I mean, do we want my 40 gallons of water?
It's not entirely needed.
Worst comes to worst, we crack these open, right?
Yeah, I'll probably just. I can't. Can I sell 40 gallons of water?
Yeah,
Is
for
it like
about-
2 barrels of water? Or is it 1?
It's 1 barrel.
So
One giant fucking barrel.
I create
Yeah.
30 gallons of water each day.
We could have 1 barrel just in case.
Yeah, we could just dump the water out.
Yeah,
Or just
I'll
keep
just,
it and drink it
Create
later.
a river right next to us.
Well, I mean, we
Like-
could use it to wash
Yeah.
ourselves.
Mostly just use
Just-
the barrel for healing to create water into it.
Yeah, that's probably more useful. Like, just tip it out and then just put the
I mean,
barrel.
don't tip it out yet. We'll just hold on to it for now.
Okie-dokie. Okay. Do you want me to give you the list of stuff that the chest has, or?
Oh.
I mean,
We
you could
just
just.
make. Is it in a separate handout or?
Well, it's just all in the inventory of my current car, but if we're selling it, it's going to be.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
As I was saying,
give
a
you
lot of stuff.
access to it. Do this.
Cool. This is everything that's in the cart or everything that's in the chest?
Everything in hit.
Okay. We will turn this into your chest. And fucking 40 gallons of water is 225 pounds. What the fuck?
It weighs more than the cart.
Never mind. We're dumping that barrel out.
Yeah.
We'll keep the barrel. We'll dump the fucking water because that's way too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then we'll just use the barrel when we need it. How much you figure a barrel weighs?
70
10
pounds.
70.
70 pounds? Jesus Christ.
Well, it's better than 225.
That reminds me, actually, that should have been 295 pounds.
Oh, wait, what?
Just the big
'Cause
barrel
You
70.
didn't put the barrel
yeah.
weight.
Oh, shit.
And the water by itself is 220. Dude, that's a massive barrel.
Yeah, I feel like this barrel's too big.
Oh well, we're sticking with it.
Might just dump this out on the side of the road at some point.
Oh, we can use it as like a... just hurl it at someone.
Alright, yeah, this chest for sure can just pop under a cart, though. Set it next to my workbench, it'll be good. You have just so much useless shit in here. It's like my bag of holding, but worse.
I was given a lot of money to spend, okay?
You don't have to spend.
Yeah, you can keep some of it on you. to
But I
actually
was
pay for
hungry with power and money.
Got so much money, let's go poor.
Yeah.
Quote, hungry with power and money.
We haven't left yet, right?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Just curious.
It's just a wooden chest, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Just grabbing a picture really quick.
Chest can carry 300 pounds.
300 pounds? What about, like, space?
12 cubic feet.
Okay. This is a big one.
Yes. Everything in this world is massive.
Yeah, apparently. Barrel of water, 70 pounds. Chest, fucking enormous.
The barrel of water is actually scientifically calculated, so it's correct.
Yeah, but this is fucking D&D. I don't need to be carrying around 70 fucking pound barrels.
And imagine if you could buy like some weird fantasy light water where it just weighs half as much.
Instead of silk rope, it's silk water.
Yeah. Twice the flavor and half the weight.
I have mithril water. It weighs less.
Maybe not as nutritious. Or healthy, rather.
Who knew it was so hard to find a acceptable picture of a fucking wooden box?
Just Google wooden chest MD.
Yeah, but they're all shit. Well, this one's not too bad. All these fucking low-res pictures and shit.
I see what you mean, they're all shit.
It's okay, I found a decent one. Alright, are we ready to set out?
Yep.
I believe so.
Okay, so as you finally get ready to leave, last chance, is there anything anyone wants to do? That's all.
Hey Purry, name like a very fancy elvish wine. Just make a name. Make it the fanciest thing that you could ever think of. So pretentious.
It's not very fair. It is he.
Elder wine.
It is he da.
Oh no.
He da Admasha.
One more time.
Okay.
Hida Admashar.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It says in the bottom of the screen I rolled 20.
Yep.
Keonian Gauta.
Could cap it off with like elder root wine, vintage. Insert a name here. Insert a date here.
Vintage unknown.
Vintage unknown.
God.
Cerlunian.
Elder
Topaz.
roots
Cerlunian Glowfire.
wine. Vintage unknown. Cedric has 2 bottles of that.
Okay.
However much that costs.
Let's do 50 gold. Why not?
So perfect.
Okay. Keen.
What? What's
As you are walking back to your cart.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
It's fucking city.
Oh wait, no, my chest is on that card.
You see a shadow in the sky. Dragon comes and eats.
Alright.
Like
It's
you
D&D.
are walking. You are currently walking. You can see a pale, freckled-faced, ginger-haired, pulled-backed into a man bun with large blue spectacles, wearing a purple suit jacket with a white shirt beneath, wearing matching coloured pants that are loose halfway down and flare out. He is currently holding a red book tucked into his hand, resting against his left side. He holds a small circular device in his right hand and walks directly into you.
Like he bumps into me?
Like, yeah, just like walks right into you. Oh, sorry. He looks up to his device and walks past you. Excuse me. As he starts to move around, and you can hear his feet scraping as he turns to look at you again. Oh, you are positively glowing. And he smiles nervously as he reaches out a hand, seemingly to shake yours.
What do you mean I'm glowing?
Oh, well, my device. I'm Duralium Tyrrell, but most just call me Dural. It seems my thing's attracted to you. Oh, what's your name?
Kian? What do you mean it's attracted to me? Or what device?
My little. He sort of leans down towards you a bit patronizingly. And there's like this basically like I think Captain Jack Sparrow compass.
Like compass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pointing towards you, but it doesn't have any direction on it. A red indicator and it's pointing towards
Okay. So what's that mean?
you. I think it means we've got to work together.
Uh-huh. And why is that?
Oh, well, I was contracted by someone called Dursa. You know who that is? And as he says the name, you can feel a weak feeling in your stomach and a slight sense of fear.
I've heard that name, right? I have not?
Maybe actually.
It sounds familiar.
Okay, why not? It's the name Dara probably told you, though you probably might not remember. It's part of the opposing team. grand scale.
Fuck!
Fuck.
Uh-huh. Oh, what do I have? What do I have? So, Dursa said you gotta work with me, right?
I don't know how much you know about this, but the planes of Elemental is in great peril at the moment. Very, very cruel evil is trying to take over.
What was his name again?
This person that you're talking to,
Yes.
said that you call him Durrell. His full name is Durrellium Durrell.
And he said he was told by Dursa to find me.
Not to find you, but he was contacted by Dursa. He's the one that gave me this device, so I guess you're part of the scheme, big thing. I don't know. He wasn't very clear.
Yeah, they usually aren't. What exactly did he tell you were supposed to do?
Something about a champion. I don't know. He's saying that the other team found, or the side found some sort of.
I want to just take one very slow step back away from
Yeah.
him.
The other side, like they found like a champion that I was to use this to acquire something so that they wouldn't win or they couldn't get it.
So that thing's supposed to point you to the champion of the other team, or
I don't know. He said it was going to help me get something or the other side could get it.
do you mind if I take a look at it?
Oh, okay.
And he just gives it to me.
Yeah.
Looking over it, does it? It's still pointing directly at me.
Yeah.
Can I just look over it to see if there's anything else on it, like markings or anything that would be helpful?
Yeah, there's like a marking on the back of it. It seems to be like a basic enchantment. Find. It's like a locate object kind of spell.
Could I see if it points to me, or is it pointing to the elemental? Like, would it help guide me to the ingots or anything, or is it just to me specifically?
Well, considering it's sort of in your chest.
I understand. It's just I'm trying to get some inkling as to exactly what it's pointing to. Can I identify it? Would that help?
Yeah, give it a go. And the result is that it is a locate object on, it's a locate object with a machine with a specific parameter. Whoever's casted locate object would know what that parameter is.
But if it always points to me, it won't be helpful finding the other things. Theoretically. Right, so I understand you were contacted by Dursa. He gave you this compass that's supposed to point you to what you need to do, but didn't really tell you what you needed to do?
Well, he said I was to get it for him and keep it safe. Suppose I'm supposed to keep you safe?
Uh-huh.
Sounds like an idiot.
I'm not sure if I should abuse this or not. Did he give you anything else? Or like a location that you're supposed to bring me to? Or
Not really. I was hoping you'd be like a woman.
why is that?
I don't know, like, just sort of settle down. It'd be a bit I mean, we still could, but it'd just be sort of easier. He made it seem a lot like a love thing, if I'm being honest.
As I think you misunderstood what you were told to do. Are you much of a fighter? You don't really seem like you really know what's going on.
I'm more of a spellcaster.
Uh-huh. So say if I were to be like attacked, you would be able to solve it, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm so tempted to just blow this dude's head off in the middle of the street, just for my own safety. Yeah, okay. Do you mind if I go and convene with my traveling party real quick? You can like wait outside the building while I talk to him, I suppose.
All right.
If that's fine. I'm gonna hold on to this compass, if that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I mean, you already found me, right? It says... Okay. Then I will hurry off to the rest of the group.
As we're packing shit on the cart, getting ready to leave.
Yeah, he just sort of stood to the side, digging his toes into the dirt.
T-Muddle, please. T-Muddle, right now.
Oh, okay, what's up?
What's up?
Everything okay again?
So, you know how, these elementals have been, like, trying to find me and kill me and all that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this fucking wiry ginger over here, I don't know why I'm saying I'm fucking ginger. This fucking guy over here just found me saying he was contacted by Dursa. He's not the good side. But he was contacted and was told to find me with this compass here, and I'll hold up the compass that points to me. And he has no fucking idea what he's actually supposed to do once he finds me. He thinks he's supposed to protect me and keep me safe. So I'm not sure what to do about him.
But he's supposed to kill you?
I think he is supposed to kill me, but I don't think he understands that.
But what if this Dursa tells him to do that then?
Right, that's why I'm asking you guys what I should do. I mean, when he said he was working with Dursa, I almost just panicked and shot him in the street and ran away. Like, I don't...
I mean, if he's confused, he might not be a bad guy. He could just be simply thinking he's doing what's right.
Well, right, that's why I didn't shoot him in the middle of the street.
Or
We-
he's deceiving
Good
you?
call on that. Good.
Again, that's why I'm having a group huddle here.
We could try explaining the entire situation to him and seeing what his reaction is from there.
Yeah, like he let one of us talk to him and just like tell him the deal and tell him that you just came to the dude that you're probably supposed to kill and see how he reacts.
I
And
mean,
I mean if we can just see how he reacts.
probably not just one of us, in case he does react in a way that is violent.
Sure, but Kian should not be in anywhere
Yeah.
close
Yeah,
proximity to him.
Yeah, I also agree with that.
Kian, does he look like a fighter?
No, he's absolutely a spellcaster. I asked him as such, and he's very forthcoming.
I don't know what help I might be, but I'd like to see this fellow, if possible, as well.
He's
Could
just
you-
standing right over there. I don't.
You point to him. He's currently got like this small flame in his hand that he's chucking either side.
Could you maybe, Darius, maybe like be a bit inconspicuous and like be ready to do the counterspell thing that you do?
That's exactly what I was thinking, yes.
But maybe not like showing yourself so he knows that you're around.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll
Because in
stay
the-
here then and just keep an eye on him.
Okay. I can talk. Anyone else want to talk?
I will accompany you just for the safekeeping,
Yeah.
to be in close proximity.
Okay,
I'd,
sure.
I'd love
To
to join you
just-
too.
Step behind the cart and hide.
Can I
maybe
take the
maybe sit under it.
can I have the compass so he knows that we are?
Sure.
Thank you. I march over.
And me and Marcus kind of like walk over like like a
Hold the
general
guards.
and two lieutenants.
Joe
Jeez.
looks over to you
And-
guys, a bit worried.
Intimidating.
Like I just ran away and then sent my fucking goons to go beat him down.
Like
Yeah.
two heavily armored fucking people and then some guy with a great sword.
Darius is just sitting on the back of the cart watching them.
He looks really nervous.
I've
Hi.
forgotten what I
Hi.
named my elemental. Sorry, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi. I heard that you came searching for my friend.
Well, no, I didn't search for your friend. I was searching for something that he has.
Okay. Are you sure?
Oh yeah, I was told not to. I was told to get something that this would point to. I'm not supposed to know what it is because it's dangerous. No one's supposed to have it.
But it points to him.
Yeah, I mean, he must have it then, mustn't he?
Are you sure?
Well, why else would it point to him?
Maybe it's default. Maybe you broke it.
That's not what we're going for here, Cheryl.
What?
Okay, wait. Let's back up. You're confusing the boy. You need to take it careful, okay? So you come from you have a friend called Dursa?
I wouldn't really call him a friend.
How did you meet him?
I was like hanging out at my home, and this big face kind of just came to me.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the big face.
And
And he told you to go look for my friend?
yeah, he kind of made it seem like I didn't have a choice.
Yeah. They usually do that, gods and stuff.
But like, the way he was describing it was like I was gonna find something, and that either that thing would give me a peaceful life, or that person would give me a peaceful life. Is your
Is-
friend seeing anyone?
Peaceful life, was that like this like literally specific
Yeah.
okay.
Do you remember exactly what you was told by any chance?
Was like, take this thing here. Gave it to me, and it burnt my hand. And he shows you his right hand. It's got like sizzled sort of
Mhm.
flesh. And he told me that it would strengthen me. And it hasn't. It still hurts, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And to follow it. So I've been traveling for like the last 3 weeks now through all that horrid stuff. And I feared for my life at least 7 times.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
But he kept saying, keep going, you're almost there.
Is he in your head?
I think so.
Has he told you to look for someone special, like a person or an item?
He said that it would take me somewhere. It would take me to an object or a person that would prevent the other side's champion gaining it.
Okay. So these two pieces that you're just mentioning right now, you don't feel like you can connect the dots by yourself?
Oh, sorry, what do you mean?
Okay. So you were sent to interact in some way with the champion of the enemy side of whatever cause you are.
I thought I was meeting someone very nice, and
Oh, well, he is very nice.
that's good.
If
It's
you're
a start.
if you're friends with him, yes. But let's think about it again. You were sent to interact with the champion of the enemy side of whatever.
No. I'm sent to get something before the champion of the other side gets it.
Well, what if the champion already has it?
But no, that wasn't within the parameter.
Well, what if the champion already has it?
Doesn't, does he?
How do you like? What did the compass point you to?
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's say that the other champion has this item. What would you do?
I'd probably ask for it or something.
Well,
And if he said no,
I'd have to talk to. I have to talk to him.
to who?
the face.
Are you zoning out, or he zoning out? Because if he's zoning out, I'm hitting him in the head.
That's Purry looking for the name.
Good.
Dursa.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I have to talk to Dursa or Dursa.
That sounds like a pretty bad idea.
What's that?
It just sounds like a pretty bad idea.
Okay.
I mean, here's what I'm thinking. What's your name again?
Well, my full name is Duriel M. Terrell, but you know, most just call me Dural.
All right, Daryl. I just
No, it's with a U. Dural, not Daryl.
It sounds
Alright,
kind of
Doral.
the same to me.
so
Oh,
Doral.
It's not. Thank you.
Daryl. Let me just get this straight. So, you don't know where this pesky champion is, and you don't know where this pesky object is, and who knows what that thing is actually pointing to. Now imagine you talk to this big face guy again and said, "Hey, sorry, you know that thing you wanted me to get before the other person got it. I can't find it." Now what's that big face gonna do to you?
Well, he didn't seem that mean.
You said you didn't really have a choice though.
Well, yeah. Well, imagine if a big fucking face came to you and said, "Look, go do
Yeah.
this."
Pretty scary, right?
Well, not scary. It
Well,
was
so
awe-inspiring.
what would you do if he told you to attack the other champion?
Well, now that's a difficult choice. I mean,
Could you honestly kill a man that's done no wrong to you?
We're really asking about your character, Doral.
these are pretty heavy questions for someone that's just met me. I'll be honest. Not really.
Well, let's say they are relevant.
I was assured that the champion doesn't have it yet.
Okay. Too bad.
Wow, are you so certain?
She knows all things.
I'm a paladin, we know all things. Marcus is behind me, I have to keep this going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why you're still lying to me though.
She's made
I
it.
don't know either.
She's just committed at this point.
Yeah.
It's just a long running joke at this point.
She's made an oath to know everything.
Right. Well, I know quite a bit as well.
What do you know?
I know several spells. He opens up his book.
That's good.
Ooh, do you mind if I have a look?
No, you cannot. Your friend's just taken my. Your friend's just taken my thing, and until I get that back, I'm not.
No, I just have it here. I hold it up.
Oh well. Yeah. No, you're alright. I'll keep this. Quite precious to me and expensive.
Yeah,
I'm not looking for you
What's
to hand me the book. I'm just like, I just want to have a little flick through. I'm interested in your spells.
What's like the best thing you can do, Dante?
Changing his name every single
What?
time.
He like
So
it goes over his head. He doesn't
fabulous.
understand. It goes over his head. He completely does not get it.
Okay. So he seems to be pretty, like, low intelligence person, right?
Or high
We assume.
intelligence, low wisdom.
Can I make an insight check to see that he's not just like fucking around with us?
Yeah. He is so confused. Like, he is scared that these three big brutal individuals just come up to him.
Okay. So you're in a pretty bad situation right now, unfortunately, my friend. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. So the thing that you were sent out to find has already been claimed by the other side. So you have a choice here now. Either you just put everything down and you go home again and no one is hurt and everything is fine, or you try to do something about it and someone will get hurt.
Well, I mean, it'd be very stupid if one individual attacked 6 of you, so I'm obviously not going to do that.
No, but you might have a friend in your ear whispering, telling you to do something else.
No one's in my ear.
Right now, yeah.
No. He was pretty insistent that the champion has a... But how do you know this champion's founder? That's what I don't...
Listen, Daniel, our information is our information.
You can't laugh at your own joke. Come
No,
on,
that's
dude.
bad, Josh.
Come on, Josh.
You need to keep it together for your own joke.
You can't laugh at your own fucking joke.
Come on, get it together, David.
We're the one asking the questions here. Okay.
That's a bit unfair.
Well, we're
Yeah,
not
well.
really asking questions either. We're just making statements right now. It's
Oh,
more
so-
that this
okay.
has happened. This is how it is.
You prove that he has it, like the other champion? What
It's
if,
pointed to the champion, yeah.
well, what if he's not the champion?
Do you want to gamble on that one?
Someone like stronger comes along and takes it from...
Sure, then they're the champion. Is that you?
No.
No, so
You're right.
it doesn't really matter for you, right?
Where's home for you, Dan?
It's southwest of Amman.
You know, southwest of Amman looks really beautiful this time of year.
No, it doesn't.
No. Don't threaten people, Cheryl.
No, I'm not. I'm just
come
saying.
from there. Like, it's not that great.
It's all about perspective.
Friend, look, we're being honest with you here. We, our friend, the compass that's pointing
how do you know
to him, because he is speaking to another celestial, named something which I cannot remember.
How do you know that's not the bad one?
So I'm thinking that we are also like oversharing now, Marcus, and I give you like a stern look.
Yeah, we're trying to be cryptic right now.
Well, I mean, he's not. He seems rather dense. No offense.
Sure, but he also.
Doral?
I
What was that?
I turn around. You know how like sometimes you're
Your
like.
puddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 second.
These like deities and stuff, they can listen to you. We should know this now. Like all the information you give to him, you might give to the other one.
Well, I mean,
While
it's
they're
not-
doing this, can I try to talk to Adara again,
Mhm.
asking her what I should do when being found by a agent of Dursa, claiming that he needs to get something from me?
Sure.
I mean, this at least pertains to what she asked me to do, so maybe she'll be a little more forthcoming.
Okay, yeah, you hear okay.
Yeah, I need your help. Some guy saying Dursa contacted him and gave him a compass to find me, and he found me, and he seems really confused as to what he's supposed to do, and I'm just curious as to what I'm supposed to do.
What?
I just need some.
Darusa sent a agent up.
Yeah,
Attack?
no, he seems really confused as to what he's supposed to do. He thinks he's supposed to be protecting me or something I have, or I'm not sure what I should do.
This is troubling. Perhaps he is a scout. There's something much darker.
So I should run?
You have been found. I doubt you can hide again.
We took his compass. Is that helpful?
If anything, it's just proof. Find you whenever.
It's not really a confidence boost. What do you reckon I should do then? Look, alright, this is your fucking mission. Give me just some form of guidance. You've been honestly way too cryptic with me.
I am stretched thin and apologize.
Yeah, I'm fucking 3 feet tall. How thin do you think I'm stretched right now?
So far, you are doing well. Do not wish to pressure. You are on the right path.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. I suppose.
I believe in you.
Uh-huh.
Right then you hear, Diego, listen to me. You gotta go home.
Just antagonizing him at this point.
Oh, well, so is he seeing anyone?
I don't honestly know, to be honest, but I mean, I don't.
I got a nice little cottage, quite comfy.
He doesn't seem to be the settling down type of person, so I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't mind traveling.
Okay, I think we got the information we need from you. So you just hang on tight here, and we'll go and have a conversation. Okay?
All right, can I have my?
Nope. I go back to
Sit tight, Douglas.
Kian.
I'm gonna stay with him, like near him.
Yeah, he just. So how long have you known? But I always had a thing for like gnomes.
Okay, good for you. Is he like obviously male? I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least you're open, I guess. That's always a good trait to have.
Right.
Okay, so there's like he's just stupid, kind of. He seriously doesn't know so much, and he doesn't believe that you. I don't know if he's like in denial or something because he doesn't think you're the champion, or he's like questioning.
Well, while you guys were talking to him, I tried talking to Adara a bit, and she was, very predictably not very helpful.
So it usually
she
goes.
she says she thinks, he might be a scout. So that because he didn't openly attack me. But she is also worried because this proves that Dursa kind of can always find me no matter what. So I'm not sure what to do about him or anything else, but I think we need to leave very quickly.
Just a suggestion.
Okay.
We should probably break Darrell's little toy.
Yeah, we'll just get rid. Like we can dispel it or something if it's a magic spell. Let's dispel it, and I mean, if this like elemental deity or whatever it is knows how to find you, it doesn't matter if this dude is alive or dead. So let's leave him alive. There's absolutely no use wasting a life just because he stumbled into something that he was not supposed to be a part of. But break his toys, and we just leave. Set him on his way. Pay him 20 gold to stay away.
All right. I'll walk over to Marcus and Darrell. It's like, Darrell, good news. You get to go back home.
We're also heading that direction. I don't know if
Maybe
sending
he
him
can
home
stay
is
here. He can take a vacation. He can take a, he can take a vacation.
Oh, frick.
You're trying to send him to directly where we're going.
Rewind. Congratulations, Darrell. You get a free vacation to Kamal.
Also partially the way you're going.
Yeah, like halfway.
Yeah.
We're going. It's like a split. It's like a four in the road.
Yeah,
just keep
after
him in
a few
Singapore.
days.
Can he
Yeah,
he can
yeah.
have like he can have a vacation here in Singapore. There's like some nice trees. There's like super nice culture here. Good wine.
They're
Perfect.
super friendly for sure.
Send
He
him to
wanted a
the
peaceful
Wizard's
life.
Tower.
A peaceful week.
So, Darrell.
Yeah?
We would love for you to stay here in Singorn.
What? No thanks.
Nah, sir. No, I don't think you understand. I really insist, and I just put a gold in his hand.
Looks it. Alright, no.
Where are you planning to go then?
Let me just pick out what you're laying down. He's not into
This is
me.
going well.
Donald.
Well, I guess I'll just go home, I
you're
guess.
killing me here.
I can go home.
You can go what?
I can just go home.
So that's the thing, that you need to take a vacation here. You can stay a week or two.
What?
It's
Why?
It's on our expense, and then you can return home.
I don't really want to stay in this place.
It doesn't really
That's
matter.
really okay. You're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not very
I mean,
kind, is it?
You're getting
Daisy,
paid.
you're not understanding what we're saying.
You're gonna
No, you're
receive
trying to
gold
force me to stay here. I don't want to stay.
You're
Yeah,
correct, we
We're
are.
paying. We're paying you to stay here.
You just stay in our city full of snobby elves.
It has
Right.
some relaxing
Right.
baths and taverns and a lovely library.
Listen, Danielle.
Running out of names.
No, I've got a list. I've got a list.
He's got a list.
You've been an
Remember-
asshole to me since I've got here. Like, what would I listen to you?
Listen, Donald Glover, listen here.
He's just like this. This is how he is. So it's okay.
Remember how the face appeared and you're like, man, I really don't have a choice. This is one of those moments.
Oh, I would take. Oh, I just want to go home. I don't want to stay here.
That's okay. You don't have to.
Okay,
You could do
brilliant.
that teleporter thing on him. Just teleport him straight home out the way.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
It costs a fortune.
Oh, you're right. Hard pass. You're gonna stay here.
Like this.
Yeah. Well, life is all about choices that we don't like. You catching our drift, Daphne?
Just a quick question. How did you get here? Did you walk? Did you have a...
Yeah, I walked.
How about we ask you to stay here for one day while we pack and leave? Just, a day's journey behind us.
Well, if you don't want me following you, I just won't follow you.
Well,
You're
it's-
leaving?
Well, that's bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
how? That's just no. That's not gonna fly. Sorry, my friend.
I'm gonna quickly turn to the other two. I mean, with the horse and carriages, we're gonna outspeed him either way. If we get him to stay here, even if it's just the night, it would, it would be quite a far ahead. He wouldn't catch us in one day.
Your horse is like 15 and super slow.
I mean, granted, if we break his toy, he's not going to know where we're going anyway.
It's like a main road, like
Uh,
one main road up to this
still,
place.
once we get
I
to
don't.
Amon, he has no
Oh,
way
you
of
see,
getting
you
to
just
us.
told me. I didn't want to know.
You guys are terrible at this.
So
I
bad.
kind of blame my mind news right now.
I was about to say I head home and then you.
Listen, Dick Grayson, you just need to acrobat your way back home.
How about if I go now and you stayed?
I mean, no. See, we're the people who do what we want, and then you're the people who does what we want. That's how this works.
How about this? We give you 10 gold. You stay the night, enjoy the library, enjoy yourself. We're gonna leave now, pretty much. You can wake up fresh in the morning. From your travel you've obviously had. You've been out in the wild for a while. And after a long day's rest, you can simply leave the town as you wish. You will be long gone, and everything will be better.
I'm just gonna go stay in that refugee.
I mean, with 10 gold, you can have a nice inn and a sleep.
I want to stay in the city.
You could order some company.
He doesn't want to stay in the city because it's
I
about
know.
to get destroyed.
Oh, yikes, bro.
We need to leave, please.
Well, I mean, as long as you stay somewhere here overnight and don't travel today,
What if I just don't follow you? Yeah, just.
because it's the same roads, you're gonna be there with us. We want some distance.
Let's just drop this. Okay. This is the deal. The next time we see you, we bash your skull in.
Wow.
Fair enough.
I didn't catch that. What?
So next time we see you, I bash your skull in.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure.
I'll close my eyes and I'll count to 30. And when I look up, I don't ever want to see you again.
Okay, sure.
1, 2,
Takes his compass and starts
3.
running.
No,
No,
he's
compass
not
doesn't-
taking
No,
the
no,
compass.
No.
5, 6.
If he grabs the
7,
compass, he's getting shot down.
I'm
How's he to know?
holding.
Okay, well,
holding
he
on to
tries
it.
to take it, he's like, shit, okay, and then
Fuck
starts
off.
running off.
Bye, Demi Lovato.
And he's heading, like, down towards the refugee camp.
Okay, good. Okay, so fuck it.
That was a bit extreme.
We need,
else?
but we need to practice this. We can't just like wing it apparently because we're not good enough.
I was running out of D names. It was getting pretty stressful.
Yeah. Okay.
You really wasn't helping things. You was just trying to antagonize the poor man.
It
You're
works.
just gonna hear from the back, "We're leaving, please."
Yeah, we're leaving now.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Hey,
I'm
and
gonna
I
summon my
think,
horse.
think we'll
We'll s-
pick up from there next week.
Fucking
Yeah.
Christ. You guys